Alright, round 2 has begun, and we have a very silly hand, which I'm definitely going to keep. I mean, anytime you can curve a Spirit Dancer into another Spirit Dancer plus an aura, you almost always take the opportunity to do so against almost any deck. So this hand is pretty sweet, and we're definitely keeping. We're on the draw, sadly, against a Forest and a Dryad Militant. This hand looks pretty great against the deck doing this. Let's see. What's the play here? So I can slam a Slippery Boggle and just trade with the Dryad Militant, or just leave it in play. Or I can play Temple Garden tapped. I do have like a lot of creatures, so I can probably beat, multiple removal spells. Even though Forest Dryad Militant leads me to believe he has almost none. So I might just want to block with this just to buy time. But this could just be a mono green deck. And if that's the case, I'll definitely just block. Because I do have 4 creatures available to me if needed. Alright, Spirit Dancer number 1. Okay. Now we get to slam Spirit Dancer number 2. Whoops. And then probably play a Hyenumbra. We could have played a Spirit Link to make our creature a 2/4 lifelink, but then a pump spell would take it down. I'd rather be able to block, and then if he has a pump spell, I'm still like, okay to untap with 2 Spirit Dancers. I'm definitely leaving this back, so I could definitely die to a series of pump spells. He has 2 cards. Most pump spells in this situation give +4/+4. Okay, Rancor is not an issue. I can actually block that and first strike it down. So let's see. The biggest pump spell, again, is +4/+4. So if we blocked this and he +4/+4, we'd be easily fine. Let's think. Do we need to block? 7, 8, 9. Definitely need to block. Could just block this guy. Because if we block here and he pumps it, then we do take some trample damage. I think we take less... Well, no, we do take less damage blocking here. I'll just block here. So I'm expecting like a Vines of Vastwood or some other green spell. Aspect of Hydra, +4. Or +5 actually, because of the Rancor. Well, we got lucky and drew a plane, so now we can build a monstrous Spirit Dancer. And by monstrous, I mean lots and lots of life going to be gained here. Okay, this is all set up still. Okay, then we get to play a chump blocker to boot and gain 14. And that's the power of Spirit Link. The fact that it doesn't give lifelink is why I play it. There is actually a card called Lifelink that costs 1 white and gives lifelink, and it's pretty unplayable. And this is why this deck's insane, especially against aggro decks. He had a really nice start and has no chance to win. Alright, so mono green. Probably just want a Path to Exile and one fewer Dryad Arbor. Let's see. The other options would be Nature's Claim just to gain life. Knock off Rancors. It's pretty pathetic. I think the main deck is set up pretty well against what I'm facing. And I have a lot of cards that can just win on their own, so I'm pretty happy with the setup. I do like this hand because I like Spirit Dancer. And I'll keep. Okay, Spirit Link is a nice draw. Definitely wanted a lifelink effect. So we do want to land here so we can slam Spirit Dancer. But if we don't get one, we're still sort of in the game for a while. Thanks to all of our cards costing 1. Okay, but we ripped the land. This game, I'm less likely to want to trade off the Scout. Mainly because if my opponent has a Dismember, I won't have any creatures left over. We'll see, though. See what my opponent does. Okay, he could have Dismember up. So, no matter which aura I play, my creature still dies to a Dismember. I think I want to play the most irrelevant one, which is Spider Umbra first. Because I do want the Rancors, I want the first strike to go with the Spirit Link. I'm just going to assume my opponent... I could put all my auras on the Scout also, as an alternative. I mean, I could test the waters by drawing an extra card this way, if he does have Dismember. Might be worth it. If that's the case, I think I just Rancor here. We'll see what he does. I got a little bit of time this game. I have at least another turn to set up if I need. Okay, he has a Vines, but he targeted the wrong creature. Well, I mean, he couldn't target my other guy. So now what? I would like to put Spirit Link on the Spirit Dancer next turn, maybe. So I think I'll give my guy first strike. Okay, so I drew a land, so now I can just slam a Spirit Link. But if my opponent had like a Mutagenic Growth, then that would suck. But it wouldn't be the end of the world, so I'll do it. Thanks to the power of Totem Armor. Just want to get a hit in. Yeah. Sort of a waste of a spell. I mean, if he knew I was targeting this, he wouldn't have went for it. The next spell, I probably would have targeted the Spirit Dancer, so I guess in that sense, it was a waste. But I would have liked to put all of these on the Spirit Dancer instead of the Scout, because he's still in the game. Okay, he could have a lot of weird cards here, like Back to Nature. Luckily, Rancor is a safe play. Let's see, who do I want to Rancor? I would really like to just power up my Lifelinker. So I think I want to put Rancor on this. And I want to put the Pioneer Auras on this, so I can get more value out of them, I guess. Now the question is, do I... Because, yeah, my opponent could have like a Back to Nature. I might just want to swing with this, see what he does, and then post-combat put some stuff on here, leave up Path. I think that's the safest bet here. Because if this connects, then I'm feeling pretty good anyways. Okay. He does have a back to nature. He could have animated Treetop Village and blocked, and then did that. So, whip. So that was kind of weird. Alright. Now, post-combat, let's lead with a Hyena Umbra. Okay, he has another Vines. Alright, now what do I do? So I can leave a path. It sucks that I don't have an Arrow Lifelink enchantment available to me. I don't really want to suit up the Scout for the rest of the game. I think I do want to path something. If I do a path, I could die. I think it's better than... Or I could just chump block. Yeah, I think I'll just set up a chump block this turn. Leave up path next turn in lieu of a pump spell. So I doubt the pump spell will be played this turn. He'll most likely go for it when it's lethal. And again, most of the pump spells only give about 4 here. Become Immense is the only one that gives 6. So I'm going to chump the 3/3. Luckily it doesn't have trample built in, like Garruk's Companion does, the Pauper All-Star. Okay, so we only take 2, which is fine. Opponent has several treetop villages which aren't that great, and only 1 card. So now, I mean, sometimes you do want to play the second Spirit Dancer and draw a lot of cards, but this game is ending in 2 turns, probably by the end of my next turn, and I have so many auras and not very much time or mana that I think I just want to start growing this Spirit Dancer. It's a tough call. I could, yeah, I don't know. I just like playing multiple Spirit Dancers, what can I say? Against cards like Back to Nature, it's nice to just draw lots and lots of cards. I'm going to definitely go for this guy. And let's see, which one? Here we go. So we get to draw 2 cards. Ethereal Armor. It's kind of looking for a land, because I do want to hold up Path. I could just play several auras next turn. That's always an option. Okay, so I think next turn is when I'm going to play all my auras. I'll leave back my 4/4. The Glamour. Okay. So I should be fine this turn. I shouldn't be taking lethal. And then next turn I can probably get lethal in some way, or draw into a Coronet, which is the same thing. Okay, my opponent plays his land so he can attack with 2 treetops. I can chump the 3/3. And I think I'm going to path, because I don't really want to go to 2 when I have a Horizon Canopy that I'm going to be using for mana most likely. So, I'm going to block the 3/3. I could also path my Scout for extra mana. So if I just calculate how much damage I have in hand, that could work. So Rancor is going to make this a 4/4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But the extra mana won't necessarily help me, because I don't have any auras technically after that, even though I'm going to draw 6 cards. Anyhow, I'm going to path H. I don't know. Treetop Village? He'll still be able to swing with 2 treetops next turn is the problem, but I guess I'll path the 2/2. But I should be able to, yeah, I mean, Cornet's fine. Should be able to get lethal here. Okay, they lost their stuff. Weird. Alright, now we get to combo off. Good games, good luck. And we are 2-0. But this is definitely one of our best matchups, I'd say. Alright, we'll be back for round 3.